Minecraft is the most popular game on speedrun.com. Minecraft speedrunning has become a huge subject, with videos on it gaining millions of views. A ton of people want to enter the scene, but don't know where to start. They have no idea how to rise anywhere near the levels of Dream, Illumina, The Sizzler, or any other good Minecraft speedrunners. I sat down and watched 100 speedruns in Java Edition to figure out all the tips and tricks necessary to get through the game. In this video, I will tell you everything I learned. Before we start off, you should get my Badline cloak. It looks awesome, and I heard that wearing it makes you 100% more penguin. I don't know where I heard that. It could have come from my sleep paralysis penguin for all I know, but I don't care. Use code Zyphon for 10% off. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Minecraft speedrunning is divided into a ton of categories and subcategories, each with different rules and guidelines. The two main categories that get the most attention are any percent and any percent glitchless. In both categories, there is a subcategory for using a set seed and another for using a random seed, or in other words, a subcategory where you beat the game on a predetermined map that you can practice, and another where you beat the game in a world it's almost guaranteed you've never seen before. Within these subcategories are leaderboards for different versions. These splits exist because of significant differences between different versions of Minecraft. This is something I'll get more in depth into throughout the video. Now, before we do anything else, I should explain how a Minecraft speedrun works in general. Your end goal is to beat the game. Obviously. The run begins as soon as you move and ends as soon as you enter the exit portal in the end dimension. In most speedruns, you have to collect a certain number of Eyes of Ender. These eyes are used to activate the portal to the end fight. To craft one, you need an Ender Pearl and Blaze Powder. You could also trade for one, but doing so is only practical if you have enough resources to trade with. Methods for obtaining Ender Pearls are different between versions. While there is only one method for obtaining blaze rods for blaze powder, killing blazes. Blazes only spawn in nether fortresses, which means you have to travel to the nether dimension to find them. Once a runner has enough eyes, they venture over to the end portal in the stronghold. This is activated when filled up with the eyes. Enter and you're at the boss fight. Now you have to kill the ender dragon. There are differences in the boss fights between categories and subcategories, but in general, the most common method of killing the dragon is by blowing her up with beds. The ender dragon's movement pattern is different in different versions. In versions leading up to 1.9, the dragon charges you every once in a while. In 1.9 and above, the dragon flies around and lands in a now pre-generated exit portal frame every so often. This is something important to take into account. When the ender dragon is dead, enter the exit portal and you're done. Of course, each run is different, but for the most part, this is what a Minecraft speedrun usually looks like. With that said, let's take a deeper look at what I learned. The most popular category is any percent glitchless. Your goal is to beat the game as quickly as possible without using any glitches. The subcategory run by popular speedrunners is random seed. The random seed glitchless category is commonly abbreviated to RSG. The first section of almost every RSG speedrun is centered around trying to get to the nether as soon as possible. The most common way of doing this is by bringing a water bucket to a lava lake and using the water to turn some of the lava into obsidian. There is a neat little setup that I've noticed that the quickest speedrunners use to do this quickly. Once you find a good spot in a lava pool, you build an upside down L 3 blocks tall. One block to the side of the L. In the lava pool, put a block. Next to that block, on the side that is not the L, place your water. Break the block you put in the lake, grab the water, put blocks around the area to protect the lava lake, then place the water on the side of the L. Now you can fill in the rest of the nether portal frame by grabbing and placing lava. Once the frame is complete, get rid of the water, and once it's drained you can finally light the portal. In speedruns in 1.16, If you're lucky enough, you can find a complete or near completed portal with useful items in the chest. Speaking of useful items, the other main thing that speedrunners do at the beginning of each run, other than preparing to go to the nether, is gathering the important resources for the dragon fight and for the defining strategies of their versions. In a lot of runs, this means gathering 4 iron, 3 for a bucket for the portal, and 1 for a flint and steel. They also gather materials for other stuff. Things get complicated here, so let's discuss the individual versions. In pre-1.9 random seed glitchless speedruns, getting blaze rods is straightforward. The main issue is gathering ender pearls. Endermen spawn randomly in dark areas on occasion. They just don't spawn consistently enough. The main workaround is with tower strats. You see, when you go 128 blocks away from a mob, it despawns. Taking advantage of this with a tower strat, you build a 128 block tall tower, bed on the top, that you set as your spawn point. Towers are built with some essentials at the bottom: chests to store items, a peephole to safely hit mobs from, lava to kill yourself with, and a ladder to prevent fall damage. Tower is most effective when built in a flat area like a desert. Once the tower is set up, put your inventory in the chest. A lot of runners timed it so that they completed the tower around the time night came. When it's night, the runners looked around for endermen, and when they couldn't find any, they would kill themselves to respawn at the bed at the top. They would come back down and keep repeating this process until they got enough ender pearls for the stronghold. After that, they would gather everything in the chest and continue on. While there were some runners who struggled with finding the stronghold, the best runners were able to do that very quickly via a process known as triangulation. Essentially, once you pass one of the world's strongholds, you use 2 or more ender pearls to find the location of the end portal room. Throw one eye to figure out the direction of the portal, go a little out of the way and throw another. Both ender eye throws make imaginary lines, and where those 2 imaginary lines meet is where you should find the end portal. The better runners entered the end with projectiles to throw at the end crystals. Whenever the dragon charge, they get in some damage using bed explosions. If the dragon charged from a bad angle, the better runner shot a bow at the dragon to deter her away. Whenever the dragon was near an end crystal, the better runners used that as an opportunity to get in some more damage. Once defeating a dragon, the runners pillared up some blocks under the dragon's death spot so that when the exit portal generates, they land inside it. In this run, there is a lot of luck and setup. Versions 1.9 to 1.15 also have a lot of luck, but are vastly different. The 1.14 Village and Pillage update made it possible to consistently obtain ender pearls through villager trading. Runners who use this strategy start off by looking for 2 of the 3 important structures: Lava Lake, Desert Temple, and Acacia Village. They loot the Desert Temple mostly for the TNT. This TNT is used to blow up the houses in an Acacia Village, which includes Acacia logs. Runners also grab the beds to save for the Ender Dragon fight. Villagers have professions, which speedrunners utilize to their advantage. By placing a fletching table by a villager, you can turn a villager into a fletcher. The fletcher allows you to trade sticks for emeralds. The Acacia wood obtained with TNT is used to make them. A villager cleric is made when you place down a brewing stand by a villager. If you get it to the max level, there's a chance of unlocking the Ender Pearl trade. Runners use their emeralds to get the pearls this way. Another thing I should note is that a lot of speedrunners choose to play it safe by getting 1 extra iron to make a shield. If any villages are nearby, runners kill the iron golem by building up and hitting it from a spot the golem can't reach. While most speedruns I watched use trading strats, one that stood out was the former world record from the huge YouTuber Dream. He found a looting book in a desert temple, made an anvil, and applied that looting book to his diamond sword. While getting and smelting the iron took a bit of time, Dream more than made up for it as he got more blaze rod drops and ender pearl drops despite his bad luck. He was able to skip the trading section entirely. The strat Dream used is known as a looting strat. Triangulation was still used in the speedrunning videos, but there is one major difference. Now, the Eye of Ender points to the entrance of the stronghold instead of the portal room. From this point on, runners destroy the crystals and blow up the dragon with beds whenever she lands in the exit portal frame. The third version difference is in 1.16, and that has completely changed the game and added a lot more luck-based elements. It is possible to find a near complete or sometimes even complete ruined portal. The main method for collecting ender pearls is by bartering gold with piglins. There is a small chance that a piglin will give you ender pearls for a gold ingot. This is all up to RNG. The rest of the runs play out similar to the rest of a 1.9 to 1.15 run. There are also some other stuff that was done to further optimize runs. Whenever possible, runners would utilize transportation to move around faster. The better runners have also optimized their crafting speeds, as well as parkour abilities, to get through the terrain as quick as possible. A ton of these kinds of optimizations can be found in the set seed categories, the other type. Unlike random seed, set seed is only divided by two splits, pre 1.9 and 1.9 plus. In both, really good seeds that have been discovered are used. The way structures generate near spawn allows runners to use mechanics that are super rare in the game. In the pre 1.9 seed, the runner takes advantage of a village off spawn to trade for an eye vendor. After trading for one eye vendor, they immediately go towards the portal room and place down the eye. One fight later, the game is complete. The seed for 1.9 plus has even more going on. The very beginning is spent gathering certain materials. The runners continue by looting stuff from a village, including at least 6 obsidian blocks. A portal is made and the runners cut through a nether fortress. Runners build a portal at an exact location and enter it to go directly into the portal room. This portal naturally generates with all 12 eyes, so the runners just go in and fight. One interesting thing about the fight in this speedrunning category is that the runners don't have any materials to throw at the end crystals. As a result, the dragon has to be killed in one perch cycle to optimize the killing speed and hit the dragon's head, where she takes the most damage. A lot of runners turn on hitboxes. If you'd like to turn on hitboxes yourself, just press F3 and B at the same time. You can also turn them off the same way. Besides what I just explained, the run is standard. I would also like to give the other any percent glitches categories a mention. They're hidden via drop-down menu, so less people are aware of their existence. The most popular of these is the RSG co-op, where you can speedrun with multiple people. This category is divided by number of people, then version. The runs are pretty similar to single-player RSG, just with the work divvied up. In the runs with more people, I noticed that there is a main person that the others funnel resources to. There's one person who gets at least one eye vendor, goes to the stronghold, builds another portal in the portal room, and helps everyone else get to it via the nether. The team dynamic was interesting to watch. The demo category is self-explanatory. You try to finish the demo world as fast as possible. The demo category follows a lot of the same logic as set seed, just not played in a near perfect seed. Not many people know this category exists, and in fact, Funky Face is the only person to have run any of the demo versions. There are no pre 1.9 runs as of the making of this video, so one of you watching right now has the potential to be the first to set a record. Not to mention, it's the demo version. Anyone can play, so you don't even need to buy Minecraft to do this. So what are you waiting for? The last any percent glitchless category is just any percent glitchless peaceful. The same thing, but in peaceful difficulty. The set seed runs in this category are basically the same as regular any percent glitchless runs, just with worse times. The random seed runs though are interesting. Because no hostile mobs can spawn, the only way to get eyes of Ender is through villager trading. As a result, the runs in this category are about finding a village and trading with the villagers. Not really anything special beyond that. All those categories may have fallen under the label any percent glitchless, but they're all diverse in what they require. It amazed me to see how many different ways there are to speedrun the game without glitches. I watched the portion of the speedruns in the any percent category. In this category, glitches are allowed. This means that a lot of the gameplay will look weird to many. One important thing about this category is the way the game is timed. Because different computers have different processors that load the game at different speeds, only the in-game time counts towards a speedrun. Load screens don't count. Any time not spent in the game, including when Minecraft is closed, doesn't count. The people who speedrun any percent use this to their advantage. The biggest commonality between each version of the any percent category is that runners use a duplication glitch to multiply their resources. This can be done by throwing the items you want to duplicate on the ground, disconnecting, reconnecting, then as you pick up the items, crash the game, load up Minecraft again, and the items should be duped. Runners kill a ghast for a ghast tear. The tear is used to make an end crystal. When the runners first enter the end, they immediately place an end crystal as fast as they can. This kills a dragon quickly. This is known as a geoskip, named after the runner Geosquare, who discovered it. The peaceful version of the category is essentially the same, but with a focus on villager trading instead. A cool trick I noticed being utilized a lot is to avoid fall damage. Some runners disconnected mid-air right before hitting the ground. When they went back into Minecraft, they took no damage. While the any percent categories don't have as much diversity in gameplay styles as the any percent glitchless styles, runs from the category were still fun to watch. I got to learn how to do some cool glitches. I'd say it was worth it. If you enjoy playing Minecraft with glitches, then the any percent speedrun categories are for you. Lastly, I'd like to quickly mention the last categories I have yet to mention. The all achievements and all advancements categories seem to take a lot of time. Some advancements in the newer versions are so painful to earn, it's no wonder they barely have any runs. Of the achievement advancement related categories, the ones that get far more attention than the others are the all achievements set seed, which has glitches allowed. Duplication helps the runners get a lot of the important materials. Runners stagger achievements as efficiently as possible. I think the idea of the run speaks for itself, but there are some interesting things about how the run works. There are two achievements in particular that stand out to me, as some of the best runners use them to define their segments. On a Rail and Adventuring Time. On a Rail is earned by going 500 meters from where you start in a minecart. The ideal spot for doing this is the Nether Void. Almost every run ends with a different achievement, Adventuring Time, which is earned by going to every biome. Notably, the world record for versions 1.0 to 1.6 actually ends with On a Rail instead. The other category I want to talk about is all 6 enchanted golden apples. This speedrun category is for the official 10-year anniversary map, and as you probably guessed, the objective is to collect all 6 enchanted golden apples. This isn't like any of the other speedrun categories, as it's an actual map, instead of just plain Minecraft. Still, I guess it's something you can run, I guess. After this journey of watching 100 Minecraft speedruns, after all this, I have one main thought going through my mind. I could have done something better with my time. Hey, at least I got a video. So what do you think? Did you learn anything useful? If you weren't thinking about speedrunning Minecraft before, do you want to speedrun it now? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you'd like to join the Penguin Army, and stay tuned for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. If you hated it, don't forget to leave a dislike. Every video I give a shout out, and the shout out for today goes to the one and only Dino Demon Boy. For a chance at a shout out, all you have to do is comment on this video. You can say anything, and you don't even have to subscribe. I will choose a random comment and put it in my next video. Two of my friends recently made similar videos, and I suggest you check them out. Wills, who makes a lot of Minecraft speedrunning content, just made one analyzing Dream's speedruns. There's also a video by Sipover, which focuses on Dream's Minecraft manhunts. If you like this video, you'll definitely like theirs, so go watch them. Anyways, that's it, see ya, peace.